said that it is common in her society, the practice of the black magic. First of all, in getting involved in the magic activities by casting a magical spell against somebody in order to hurt him or her, or by asking somebody, hiring somebody to cast a magical spell against somebody else, is equivalent to kufr and disbelief. This is entirely haram. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ فَلَا تَكْفُرْ. The two angels, Harut and Marut, who came, whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tried people with via teaching people sorcery in order to warn them against it and say this is prohibited, said, they do not teach any person, but they say, we are just a trial, do not utilize this, do not go in this direction, do not follow sihr and magic, فَلَا تَكْفُرْ. So this is equivalent to kufr. One who visits a sorcerer or a fortune teller and seeks their help has disbelieved in whatever was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So we have to understand this is not just a simple sin or just a major sin. This is equivalent to kufr. It is a disbelief. That should not even cross our mind that we can ever use this. Now, what is the remedy for black magic, if there is any? And also, what are the means of protection? They are the same of the remedy. But before I tackle any of them, I don't want my beloved brothers and sisters to live in that environment or feeling that anything goes wrong, that it must be a magical spell. If I'm having a problem with my boss, there must be a magical spell. If I fail to get married, it must be a magical spell. No, this is not the case. Not necessarily. Number one, قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلَ. Whatever takes place in our lives is simply because of Allah's decree. And the magical spell will not change anything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordained. That mankind and the jinn, if they all gather together to harm any person with anything that was not preordained for him, they would never do so. And the opposite is true. If mankind and the jinn gather together to benefit any person with anything, to give him one moment extra in his life, to make him marry a girl that they all want him to marry, which is not ordained for him in the record, in the preserved tablet, it will never take place. رُفِعَتِ الْأَقْلَامُ وَجَفَّتُ الصُّحُفُ, as the Prophet ﷺ said. The pens which were recording our destiny have been left, and the scriptures or the tablet has dried up. Nothing can change it. This is the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The best means of protection is al-mu'awwidhat, the last 3 chapters of the Quran, in the morning and in the evening. Before going to sleep, you recite them 3 times, and you blow in your palms thrice, and you wipe over your head, face, and as far as you can reach of your body. Ayatul Kursi, the greatest mean of protection against the evil eye, the black magic, magical spell, or you name it. Okay? Surah Al-Baqarah. And you can recite certain verses which we stated before, Surah Al-A'raf and others in Surah Al-Baqarah. You recite them on a water container, then you drink from this water, you perform wudu, or you wash your body with this water. These are all means of removing the magical spell, insha'Allah, and also the evil eye, protection against the evil eye. If any of us adheres to reciting the morning and the evening invocations on regular basis, that would be the best, and insha'Allah nothing would hurt you, nothing would harm you. These supplications are not 1 or 2 or 3, it's a nice list of supplications, consist of Quranic verses, and as invocations have been prescribed by the Prophet ﷺ. For instance, reciting in the morning 3 times, بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing would hurt nor harm in the heavens or the earth, and He is the all-hearer, the all-knowing. If you recite that, nothing would hurt you throughout the entire day, except if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed for you death, and so on. These supplications are all included in the booklet, which I advise everybody to keep in his or her pocket all the time, to frequently recite these ad'iyah until you memorize them. It is called the Fortress of the Believer, and it is available in bookstores.